Good morning and happy Sunday, everybody. I'm going to stop my music because everyone is having, I'm pretty sure it's a long weekend in the US before. Yeah. All right, so I had just asked Margot, who was on the call last week when we were traveling, and I couldn't hear. So who was it?
Last week was Ashley and Sarah, and Brenda tried to get on, but she couldn't. And I thought there was somebody else. Kim and I were together. Mm-hmm. Maybe that was it. But then the 2 weeks before that, there was more. Somebody from Australia.
Oh,
Laura. And then, oh, I can't remember their names now. I took a photo, of course, and it's not coming to me, but it was good. I didn't teach all the technical side like you do, because I still am learning that myself.
But I think that's where it's so cool. Like we're almost 5 years in, and I still feel like I'm learning.
We're learning.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I don't think that I'll ever stop learning.
Personally, I really like hearing why other people are doing it and what they're like. For instance, Ashley, when she was on, I asked her, why she was doing it, why and what she was what she was using, I guess, to ask people about the opportunity or whatever. And she was saying she's really going to focus more on the pumpkin spice Shakeology. And that's something I don't even go that route. And then I thought, that's a good idea, because that's the big thing, and in her, she's 30 or something, and she works. And so that's a pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks is crazy.
Yeah.
So I love hearing like other people's thoughts about who they're talking to and why and what they're saying and what they're using.
Yeah, for sure. It's really interesting you said that, because, well, first of all, I just saw a post in the Uproar Hub that I texted myself, because you can actually send an email from your back office to all of your coaches and clients. So, and one of the coaches in Uproar said she sent one to everyone about pumpkin spice. So I copied what she wrote, and I was going to share it with the team today. So that's so funny you share that. But the other thing that I think, I'm just like dripping everywhere. It's so gross. The other thing I think is that you brought up. Yeah, she's like moving away because I'm that you brought up that I think is so cool is this morning I was actually going to ask everyone, like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
And the reason I was going to ask it is because I yesterday went through all of the videos, and I tried to do a video a day, 6 days a week for when we were gone. And I know I missed like 4. And I was sad yesterday when I went through the Team Hub and I saw 41 views and 2 likes, 41 views and no comments. 41 views, and I was like, you guys, why did you join us? Why? And I know that Clarissa and I weren't as available in August, but the new coach checklist is like, if you're not working on yourself, then you can't even go past part 2, right? So people will jump into part 3 into the training, and they're not even ready to, because they haven't even like fully committed to a program yet. And you're like, what are you doing? Like, why did you join? And so it was interesting, because that's what I wanted everyone to kind of share. And even if it's just you and I, people are going to watch the recording after. And I know that a huge part of your why is because of your dad, and just like teaching people how to live a healthy life so they can be active and not rely on a care home and medication and nurses coming to your house, and to be functioning as an elderly human, right? And I think that's so important. And I mean, I'm sure there's more to your why than that. That's part of your why, but I really think that people need to like dive into their why. And the other thing that made me kind of sad was, and I'll end it with being happy, because I don't like to finish on a sad note, was I sent out an email. Yeah, I sent out an email on Wednesday with this link, because I set it as a recurring meeting. And then I asked people to watch a training. And in the training, Jenna, she's a coach on Uproar. She talks about how she runs her coach info sessions. And I'm kind of done with how we're running our coach info sessions. I don't find, like, the team one is fine. But the one that we're doing, it needs to be changed so much because we don't have any of you guys and your voices in that info session. And you guys need to be in that info session. And I know on the team call on Wednesday, I said, like, I almost feel like we do too much now for people. There's too much hand holding. And it's not even hand holding. It's like too much is provided for. And because when we started, we just had to do it. We had to make sneak peek videos.
Fail forward.
She
was signed up in the wrong leg, right?
We had to, I had to type everyone's email address in to send an email, like manually type. Now I can like just import it into Streak and it's there and it's so much faster. Like I had to do all of those things. And I don't regret doing them because I think it like taught me so much for sure. But I just wonder where everyone is at. Like,
I can tell you for.
Yeah, just let me finish because I want to finish on a happy note. And with that email, I know that maybe people are going to watch it this weekend and it's a holiday weekend. And basically what Jenna says is like she gets her coaches to do like a quick 2 to 3 minute video where they talk about like the impact of coaching on their life. That's it. And we would then like, I would upload them into the group. I have no problem with that. And I would be like, meet Margot, meet Maxine, meet Sarah, meet, because
Ashley.
Everyone has a different why for doing this. So it would be really cool for people that are interested to see like, okay, we have people on the team who are 22. We have people on the team who are in their 50s. Like it doesn't matter age. It doesn't matter life experience. It just matters that you want to do this and like live your best life and help other people. So anyway, on a happy note, the coaches I always see who just make me smile. I see you, I see Sarah, I see Max, I see Laura. Who else do I always see?
Me.
In the team. No, in the team. Can I hit her now?
Yep.
Seriously? In the team group, I want to say, like the ones that I see like liking the posts or commenting on the posts. I've seen Ashley in there. I've seen like, you guys, it makes my heart sing just to comment on a post. Like it took a lot of fucking work for me to create all those videos before I left, schedule them, make sure, and to get like 3 likes on 41 views. I was like, what? Seriously, you couldn't just like put a heart on the video and say like, thanks T, thanks for trying to stay connected with us. I was gutted when I saw that. I was like, oh my God. Where are these people? And I know life is full. Like, I know life is full for everyone. We all have full lives. But when someone is like trying to, they were 3 minutes max, you know. Anyway, okay, there's my little rant for this morning.
Go, Margot, your turn.
Well, I know I am guilty and I've always been like this, but I want to change my mindset and not being like this. And I work in the health and technology district, so I need to get more technology savvy. But I know for me, and I know I have to sit down and I keep saying, I'm going to do it this weekend. I'm going to do it this weekend. And literally start from scratch. Because you're right. Remember, I listened to your Zoom or whatever it was from yesterday. And you had mentioned when you guys first started, there was this video or this Facebook group and that Facebook group.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel that, like, that's exactly what I feel. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. And I want to learn to navigate through because I want to be able to teach others to navigate through. I mean, Sarah and we talk on the daily.
Yeah, but that's awesome.
Yeah, no, it is. Like she's engaged. I'm engaged. It's just a matter of, you're right. It's overwhelming at the beginning, but I don't want you to stop overwhelming because people will, or at least I will get to it. And I always, and especially right now, it's the beginning of a month. So now I've got no excuses. I got to go back to literally day one, follow along, check all the forums and all the, like, because you've got a lot of Facebook groups with a lot of forums, which are all extremely helpful, but I haven't really taken the time. And then as the week or as the month goes on, then I start to think Success Club 5, I got to get to Success Club 5. So I forget time to train and just start, reaching out to people. So I'm doing it not the wrong way. I'm not doing it. I'm doing it slow way, and I know that there's an easier way. And I also need to listen to, because you have great training on how to bulk send things and bulk, and I just learned how to do a doodle poll at work like a little while ago. I'm not tech savvy, so but I do want to learn. So
So I guess what I would suggest in that situation is you're not doing it wrong. You're totally failing forward because you're hitting Success Club, right? Like don't say that you're doing it wrong. Mass emailing and mass contacting people only works when you have a massive amount of people to email and contact, right? So I wouldn't even go there. I would go with plan out your month. Look at your month. So today is September 1st. Look at your month and aim to hit Success Club by the 10th of the month. Make that your goal. So come September 29th, you're not like, oh shit. Oh my goodness. Then you have time to do that. You have time to put into your focus for the first 10 days should be get people into your free group, to get them into your, whatever you have planned for you and your month, which is why I try to put the calendar up. Like the September calendar was a little bit late going up, but I try to I'll have October's calendar up by September 15th so that people have an idea of, okay, this is what's coming for that month. So I'm going to focus on this. So that would be my first tip, would be to plan out your month. And you can even go as far as like, what am I going to post this day? If you spend an hour planning out your month, and if you have like some sort of day timer that you use, you can write a note to yourself. Okay, I'm going to post about this. I'm going to post about this. I'm going to post about this, just so you have an idea. And I even put those in the calendar to give people ideas of like what you can post, right? So that was the first thing that came to mind. The second thing was, use the time when you're like cooking dinner. I will often have like my laptop, I'll open it up and I'll go into like the Team Upper Hub, or I'll go into the Empower Squad Hub, and I'll pull up a training that I can just listen to while I'm making dinner, while I'm getting my lunch ready for that day, while I'm doing something else. I'm just listening to that training so that I know, okay, I've done some personal development. I've listened to my Audible. I listened to my Daring Daily. But I think it's really important to also hear trainings from other people, because you're going to pick something up that's tangible in that moment. Don't listen to a training and be like, okay, I'm going to pick 10 things and like, I'm going to run with them. Just find one, maybe two that you can actually like implement in that moment. But use those blocks of time when you can be listening. You know, I have them on all the time, even when the kids are around. Like, I just have something going. And it's so funny because now my kids will be like, is that Angie, the one who lives in Ottawa that built her house and goes to Florida all the time? Like, they ask me about who the coaches are that they're listening to now. So, and I'm like, yeah, that's her. Oh, her dog's so cute. Like, they know the dog's name. And so it's okay for them to be part of the process as well. So that's when I would use those chunks of time to listen to those trainings and things that are in the group.
Okay, I want to talk about Success Club. Okay, regarding the Success Club, that hit us August 2015 because it was close to the end of the month. I was going through trials, so our focus was not really on the business. And it was like, oh my goodness, that's going to be the first month that we're not even in Success Club. Yeah. And then we started like, oh, what are we going to do? Like following up with everyone. And it was not a good feeling. So we learned our lesson and we said, we don't want to be at this end of the month struggling and like going crazy. And then we start like listening and to other coaches, top coaches, and like other ideas. So then we start like having goals by the 10th or by the 15th. Even if it's like one a week, one by the 10th, one by the 20th, and one by the 30th. But at least you're like, oh, I'm almost there. It's not, we were like, I think at Success Club 0 on my account that time, remember?
Yeah, on like the 25th of August.
Yeah, it was bad. So we never wanted to go through that again. So we make sure like that's the beginning. And then once we hit Success Club, then we can like, Bonnie Angle said that one time. First, it's her account. And then after the 15th, she like focus on her coaches and her clients and like giving her time. But like the first 15 days, I remember this training of hers, it was focusing on her business first.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I that's exactly what I want to do. It's just getting
No,
there.
I get it.
I also, in this go round, I want to be very aware, because before, when I was doing this, I was sort of on a treadmill and just throwing people in, or not throwing people in, but people were following me and people were getting the challenge packs, and then I'd forget them. And I felt sick about that. And I don't want to do that. I want each human that participates and trusts me to do a challenge pack, I want to treat them like a fine piece of jewelry and
Yeah.
keep on, not on them, but keep coaching them, keep being, because of course that there's nothing bad that can happen from something like that. And I almost feel like, yeah, I mean, I do want to do everything you're saying. I want to hit Success Club 5 or 6 or whatever you call it by the 10th. And you're right, Tamara, maybe I should think of it the other way around, because I was thinking I study. Some people are too young to be in Beachbody, Sarah. But
I'm having so many glitches with my phone and this baby right now, but I'm listening.
Well, yeah, the baby's a glitch.
Yeah. Some days.
Anyway, to do exactly what you're saying, and I don't want you to give up on at least me.
I would
No.
never give on anyone, because so it's interesting you say that. Like, I feel like I've missed the boat with so many clients that got started with us because I didn't have a follow-up system. Now I actually like schedule follow-up and new clients because I want to make sure that they're up to a certain point. If I'm taking someone all the time and I don't get anything back, right?
Then you feel hopeless.
You know, there's only so much you can do. It's that expression, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them, you can't make them do it.
Up yet?
Yeah.
You know, this is my gut saying, like, or my heart saying, where are you guys? Why are you not showing up? I don't understand. You know, it takes two. Like, we reach out to you, but you also reach out to us.
Yes.
You know, even with Sarah, like, I've chatted with Sarah on Instagram, and it's totally awesome. But you have to have that, like, it's okay to say, hey, I'm kind of stuck. What would you recommend? Hey, can we set up a call? You know, like that sort of thing. But when we don't hear anything from coaches,
yeah, I'm struggling with nutrition. Like, but say I'm alive, not just disappear.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I know that I know for me too, I still get a little bit mixed up, but I think I get it now. The Team Uproar is the big team, right? And then the Empower Squad is the Christine's team, and then you guys are Free to Be. That's your team. So there's basically three levels that we should be checking in with or whatever, because that's all part of our group, right?
Yeah. Well, and we actually even have access to like 2 more above Angie.
Janelle.
We have Janelle Summers and we have Christine Dwyer.
That's fun.
Presenters, right? So we have access. I don't go there because I just feel like I get enough.
It's just too much. Yeah. Enough with Angie.
Yeah.
Because we get like Danielle and Tony. We get all these top coaches that Angie actually invites them and they come to talk.
Yeah.
And we have like Mandy Kai. So we're pretty covered.
See, there was I listened to Christine's and I listened to all you guys, and I know she has a schedule that she does, and I know the first week she gets people, or she used to. I know you guys don't do it anymore, but you get people in the free group. That's what Sarah and I think are going to do. We're going to do a consistent free group at the beginning of the month, and then the follow-up and all that. And then Christine, in one of her messages, she said, and then the following week I concentrate on coaches, and the week after I concentrate on customers. But I don't know what that means. What do you mean concentrate on coaches? How do you?
Inviting. So
I'm not even near there yet.
Yeah. No, and I wouldn't be. What I would be for you, Sarah, is I would be talking to new client prospects to bring them on, but offer them the opportunity for the discount, so you get some discount coaches.
That's what I figured.
That's where I am. And I would also talk to people that when you're talking to them, say like, I have this amazing team. They help keep me accountable. I am kind of working the business. This is my plan with it. Does that sound like something that would work for you? Right? So I wouldn't be recruiting coaches in that sense. I would be strictly focusing, same with you, Margot, that I would be talking the same way. Get people on as discount coaches, So they follow the process. They see the community of it. They have the opportunity to hop on these calls. Those sorts of things, but I wouldn't
Plus,
be
they
like,
feel accountable because
Yeah.
as a coach, when you sign up as a coach, it's like a commitment.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel more accountable. I remember my aunt. My aunt is huge and she eats all sorts of shit. And she said, "Oh, I'm gonna buy the program. I'm gonna lose the weight." So she bought it and it became what we call
shelf help.
shelf help.
It's sitting in a box somewhere.
So she thought that, like, as a client, like by buying, she's gonna lose the weight.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
So I actually, when I'm talking to people now that I know have struggled in the past with like the yo-yo or just fitting fitness in, I say, I think you should sign up as a coach. And this is why I think you should sign up as a coach. It's that one little extra accountability piece. And then I let them know, you can always cancel the coach part of it, and you would stay my customer. There's no penalty for canceling. There's no, you have to pay anything or anything. It's literally an online form they fill it, but then they show up as one of your customers.
Yeah.
Right? So it gives them that, but it just gives them a little bit more support, a little bit more accountability, a little bit more reason to show up.
For me, is the only thing that actually held me accountable. That's when I became a coach.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm going to follow this nutrition plan. And of course, what I was at in my life too made me be accountable. But that's the only thing. Because I was so bad with my nutrition. I would go to a class at my gym. It's like, oh, I'm good. I can open the fridge and choose whatever I want. And just stuff my space with food. Yeah. That was my life before.
Yeah.
The fitness was not a problem because I used to go to the gym all the time, hang out with my friends, you know, be the social butterfly in the gym and do like 3 classes back to back and then come home. And
So can I offer just some feedback on your free group idea? I would run at the end of the month.
I was going to suggest that.
And the reason is then you
start the new month.
We're starting a new challenge group this month. Would you like to join? And the momentum is still there. So if you have one planned for the beginning of this month, run it. But then start one September 23rd. Do another one where you do a week. And then what happens is because you start, like plan it for September 15th where you're inviting people to that free group. Then you have them, you run it from September 23rd to September 30th. And then you have, like, on September 30th, you're sending, okay, we're starting a challenge group tomorrow for October. Let's finish the year feeling amazing together. Let's do this together. And you have that momentum built up. And then you're going to hit Success Club in the first 10 days.
Yeah.
For the next month.
For the next month. Right?
I agree with you. I think that we're a little off track.
We're trying to figure it out.
Just because we're so new.
Yeah,
it took a while.
It took me a long
get
time
it.
to wrap my head around that, for sure. And then it took me, I always was like, well, am I starting a new group or am I, like, I was always second guessing myself. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when they start. It doesn't matter when they get into the Health and Fit Club. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters is you're having the conversations, you're getting people started. And then, like you said, Margot, you're following up with them regularly to make sure that they're seeing success.
Yeah.
The Health and Fit Club group isn't going to make them see success. You are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I know. I've got
checking in and being that, like, hey, how are you doing? Is there
and them doing, right?
Yeah.
Not just like Margot checking in, because if they want to do it, if they're like my aunt that just bought it, they're going to be like my aunt. Mm-hmm. So it's a combination.
Yeah. So I would start, like, I would create the event on the 15th of the month.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Start inviting to the event that day.
Yeah.
I would then, because that gives you like a week. Yeah. Then on the 23rd, I would start the free event to finish on the 30th and then transition them. And you might play around with dates because it's always easier to do Monday to Sunday, right? To start on a Monday than it is to, because Saturdays people check out. Sundays they kind of come back because they're ready for Monday. Right? So Friday, Saturday is like with a free group, but so I always ended on a Sunday so I could have conversation with them leading into the Monday. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And it just, so don't stick to like 23rd. Tamara said 23rd. No, I just mean like Monday to Sunday, transition them in. And you can be having conversations with them all week. How's it going? Are you enjoying the meal plans? Have you tried any of the workouts? Like, those sorts of things all week long, and then to share what you're doing and how it's making you feel, and right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm pretty good. I did create this little I sort of copied your and I called it free because I've got a little Facebook group called BFF, BeFit Forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I free BeFit Forever challenge, 7-day challenge group or whatever. And I have 25, I think, Sarah, we have about 25 people, and you've got a couple people in there.
A couple, yeah.
So we've got probably about 25 people in there now. And so we were thinking of copying what you said, Tamara, and continuing that will be the group for now. And we'll just keep putting more people in, and then starting a new challenge, as you said, at the end of the month. But it'll be the same.
We have that.
Yeah, we have to use the same group.
Yeah.
Right? There's no point in constantly, and you just can change the cover photo every month. If people don't want to be in it, they're going to leave. If they like the accountability of it, they're going to stay. They get a week to see what you're doing. It's another opportunity to chat with them and connect with them. So yeah, I love that idea.
But too, your sneak peeks into coaching groups, which I haven't navigated through as much. But what are those for? Are those for people who are current customers? Are those for people who aren't even in Beachbody? Are those for people? What are those? Who
I would use both. I have people that are customers that want to know a little bit more about coaching, but usually it's just cold market because we've run an ad. So we put people into that info session and teach them about what we do,
how we make an
income, how it's changed our life,
how we get to travel.
Right. So it's all that. And that's where we get new coaches from.
So that's complete cold. Ad. Really?
Yeah.
Like Canada weather kind of thing.
I'm going to hit you again.
Larissa, I had no idea.
Yes.
Can I ask you guys a question on invites?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm trying to make it super time efficient because of 4 kids, right? But I've downloaded the Ditto app. That's the one you use. I've put in all my hashtags. I've copied a bunch of Christina's invites. So like when people do reach out, I can literally in 5 seconds respond with something. My new Instagram account, like it's growing slowly, but I am really working on a cold market. So I'm struggling with, like, I do the power. I watched Jace that did the video on how she spends her power hour and how she gets followers. I do that every day, plus the power 15 that Christina posted. But I don't have the invites there. Like, I don't have the people to invite. So that's where I struggle with, like, did you invite 5 people today? No, like I don't, unless people are liking my post or commenting, I kind of have no one.
Because Instagram changed and it used to be way easier. Now it's different, the algorithm, right?
Well, and I almost feel like Instagram people follow back for
a follow.
I don't feel like it's an like authentic reason. Yeah. Have you found like a good page, like a good Instagram page that you like?
I have like other inspirational pages, but they have like hundreds of thousands of followers, or like I find I get weird followers, right? Like that's the problem too. You sometimes get, or a lot of my followers are coaches or are airborne or, they're into other things. So I'm not getting like my people.
Okay.
The latest training that I've seen on Instagram, and then I felt like, okay, this is feasible, was from Danae. Danae is Mandy's girlfriend, and she's also killing the business. And what she said, like, kind of to look for hashtag, like, we live in Vancouver. So go Vancouver fit hashtag, Van City fitness. And then I start going on these hashtags. That was before we went to Asia. And I actually start finding people not with tons of followers. And then I was like, oh, we can relate to these people. That would be cool to like connect with them. And I start messaging them. But that was like a hint that I thought, okay, this is feasible now. I think this is like the trend that I can go. Because before we were like using like a third company to help us with followers and stuff. But this training from Danae was actually something that I think it's totally doable. So you choose a hashtag that's like relatable to you, and then you go there, and then through the pictures, you see what like relates to you, or like, oh, would be like a good person for my team, my future team and stuff. Yeah, that was really good for me. So I hope that helps.
And then do you message them or do you just try to get them to follow you?
I like some of the pictures and I comment on some of the pictures. Yeah. And then I message.
Okay.
I'm also from Vancouver, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're into health and fitness. Are you in fitness as well? Like, where do you go? It's like small talk.
Yeah, I've been doing that, but I've been waiting until it's someone that follows me back. So I haven't been reaching out completely to
wait
strangers.
for the follow back because I feel that now with the I follow you, you follow me back, sometimes doesn't happen. They just want to be like the star.
Okay.
So I wouldn't wait for the follow back.
And Danae actually said, you know what I'll do is we'll find her training and I'll post it under this recording.
Okay, thank you.
Because it was really awesome. And she's not talking big numbers. She's talking like 5 people a day that she will spend the time to find those 5 people who actually send them a message. So I would think about even like, where do you live?
In Abbotsford.
Okay, so are there like baby shops that you go to or?
No, there's nothing out
Nothing?
here. No. They closed down the only baby shop I loved.
Oh,
but
no.
I know. Like, so kind of similar to you guys, but I moved out here 2 years ago. So it's literally like getting to know new friends and my oldest 2 take the bus. So I don't connect at their school well, like, cause they're older now.
Right.
But it was a complete, like when I went through my awful divorce, I left all friends and everything behind. So this was a completely it's hard for me. Totally. Like it was an awful. Yeah. So it's trying to even find people you connect to in general, let alone for the business, right?
Right. Absolutely. And you need that village that you could be like, hey, can we go for a walk? Hey, can we, like you absolutely need that. So I would definitely focus on like finding people in Abbotsford, finding people locally rather than a big page. Think about things like, is there a particular shoe that you like to wear? A clothing, like somewhere where you can go shopping.
Even a group on Facebook, like Fit Moms and strollers, something like that.
Well, I know one of the targets I'm waiting for is where my kids dance. We spend like 35 hours a week at the dance studio. So that starts up again September 9th. And I've already connected with, like, I'm friends with some of the moms from there. Some of them are so far from health and nutrition that they like almost are staying away from me already because they're happy with like eating shitty and drinking 7 days a week. And so they see me coming and they're like, but that will be a good source. That
will be an awesome source. And honestly, I don't think they're happy.
They're not. That's just fake happiness.
They're not happy. And that's what I realized with Jamie's, as much as these parents were like, did you see me talk about like my daughter's baseball this year?
No.
Oh, so it was the first time my daughter had played baseball. And I noticed right away that it was very large, like very obese, not just 20 pounds overweight. Right? I noticed right away. And then I was watching the games and I was like, okay, the kids are being bribed to hit the ball and they would go for burger and fries or get a Slurpee or go for ice cream. And I'm just in my head, I was like, this is real? Like this really happens? Because that's not what I know.
No.
My friends are not like that. My community is not like that. We don't function like that.
And they snacks are bag of candies at the end of the game.
Every game, bag of candy, Slurpees. I was just appalled. Like everything inside of me was like, so it got to the point where Jamie was saying to me, can we go for ice cream? Well, I played really well. I deserve ice cream. And I was like, what? Hell no. Like this is not happening on my watch. So I actually did like, I think I did an IGTV video on it where I was like, please help me with this. And the people that commented back actually said, just start bringing the healthy stuff. Just start bringing beach bars cut up. Just start bringing some fruit. Just start, maybe make some like Shakeology popsicles for the kids, right? Like just little ones. It doesn't have to be massive, so I'm not spending a ton of money on it, but just so that they can see that it's not just shit.
There's options.
Right? Yeah. And it was like, because they're not happy. Nobody's happy when they're like 80, 90, 100 pounds overweight and can't fit in the chair that, like, they're not happy.
They cannot go up the stairs.
Honestly, for me, was this like,
right?
Holy shit, they have no awareness.
But they stick together is what I found. Like, I hate to say that. There's like half our dance studio where the moms really stick together. And I know it's like you just said, it's the same sort of thing. And I think I messaged Margot from the water slides this summer because I was like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, just the food at the water slides for the kids and the parents that couldn't climb the stairs to do the slides with their kids. I was like, oh my God, like I
Yeah.
just couldn't believe it. Yeah.
And it's not coming from a place of like judgment in the sense of like,
No.
it's like, wow,
What are you
there's
doing
no
to
awareness.
and what you're doing
yeah.
What you're doing to yourself
and
you're
your
now
kids,
creating
their
for your
generations, right?
Well, and don't you want to do that stuff with your kids, not
Yeah.
just that they're not like, and my second daughter was born with a heart condition, so I get it on a whole different level. Like hers is, she has a pacemaker since she was born, and so that's when I really dove into sort of like the clean eating and making it a part of the family thing. But yeah, it breaks my heart when I see it.
Yeah, that's where that comes from. So just by showing up with like, maybe your kid go to Den with some beach bars, or they go with like a small thing of Shakeology, and it becomes part of the like their awareness. I would go to baseball every time with my Shakeology cup after that, and I would sit there with because they're not even aware. And then one of the moms saw me doing a video, and she was like, what do you do? And and then I had this conversation, and I haven't found any of them on social media or anything like that. But I know next year it will be different because I will have this, and it comes from such a place of like, I want you to live a long, healthy life, and I want your child to live a long, healthy life. So let's like relearn how to do this, because hitting a baseball doesn't deserve a Slurpee.
No.
Every game. Maybe like, I'm not saying my kid never gets it, but at the same time, every game.
I know.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You better hit that baseball, so I would pay for you to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I would, for you, Sarah, totally focus locally. And I would say that to many people that watch this recording. In the beginning, start locally. Start with people you can go for a coffee with, that you can create a community with, that you can, that are going to be your village when, we can be your village too. Like, luckily the three of us live in the same, like, relatively close city. So we can be your village if you need help with your kids, or Margot needs something, or, right? But oftentimes we can't. Like, Laura's in Australia, and, we can't physically be that person's village. So it's so important that we have that community, like, to lean on. And it doesn't have to be a massive community, but like to have 5 friends that you could go for, hey, let's go take the kids for a walk. That makes a big difference in life.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
One thing too. Well, I just was going to say, one thing I'm going to try and focus on is Chris Downing is coming here on November 2nd.
He is?
Yes.
For Super Saturday?
Super Saturday.
Yeah.
Say, baby, shut up.
Okay. So I really want to try and get as many human bodies into that room as possible, whether they do it or not. I love those Super Saturdays and get such a energy boost out of it, but he's awesome. So. He
is. He's such a good speaker too, and he's such a teddy bear. Like, he's this such
gentle soul,
humble, gentle
giant.
Yeah.
So I'd love to get to. I think when you're Diamond, Sarah, you and I need to be Diamond. Don't you get invited to the dinner before?
Yeah, the Diamond dinner the night before.
Yeah. Try, do my best to get to that, because I'd love to sit down and chat with him. He's huge.
Yeah.
Tamara got the opportunity to talk to his daughter.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, when I was almost dying in Mexico after you left.
We're in a cabana, and we didn't know it was her cabana because it was reserved.
And I was like, I'm just gonna lay here.
And Tamara's like, I'm okay, but she was not okay. She's like dying. And then because saying, "Oh, I'm Chris Downing's daughter." That's the granddaughter or son. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's fun. That's
funny. I told him when I had my photo shoot with him in July. I said, I met your daughter last summer or last year.
I remember.
Yeah. Oh shoot!
No, it's here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I felt.
Here we go. Giant nails. So.
Anyways,
is there any? I have 5 minutes left, and I need to grab my phone because we need a photo.
Right.
Else? We're good?
What you doing?
Okay. Go, baby, look. The baby. Maggie. The baby. What? Oh. Yes, I love you too.
She's
That dog,
sweaty.
that dog is so huge. I don't know how.
Right, yeah, she's massive, hey?
Yeah, I just have a wee dog.
Yeah.
First dog.
Yeah, your dog is one of those people that they've walked by and been like, my dog takes bigger poops than your dog.
I just
And
actually.
then my dog is, not my dog's poops.
He was just. We just went for a walk. I just posted a video about seeing the horses, and then he stopped outside of a tree which was full of water from the rain, I guess, and he was drinking it. And so I took a video of it, and I'm going to post that in the group about how important it is to drink water.
There you go, for sure.
Yeah, it's always fun.
So how did you get your Success Club points, Margot? Tell us.
I have 2 people I work with who follow me around with everything I do, and I just asked one of them, I said, hey, I'm going to be blunt, blah, blah, and she said, of course I'll sign up right away, because she desperately wanted it anyway. So it's almost like I'm holding back from saying what I have to offer. So I do have to learn that. And I know it's a mindset thing. And then the other one was who sits right beside me, who's heard me going through this for the last 3 months. And so she said, what is it you need? Because I said, well, I just need 2 more Success Club. And I explained it to her, and she said, I'll get it. I want to do it. And I'm like, and then I started to cry because I felt like I wasn't saying it to her because I didn't think she would, but anyway, she said, of course I would do it. So anyway,
That's amazing. Congratulations.
That's so awesome. And it's such a lesson for all of us, because I just 4.5 years in signed up my best friend as a coach.
Yeah.
4.5 years in.
Yeah, I know.
Because I finally asked her.
I know. And it's weird because I wasn't really like that in the last group that I was in. I was more going for it, but this one, I guess I want the quality people, and I want the people who don't think I'm out to get them, or I don't know. It's weird. I can't explain it.
It's just you're standing in your own way, right?
Oh, we all do it, so.
Month 2, Success Club month 2. One more, you get your free ticket summit.
Right?
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. All right, ladies. Well, it's going to cut me off here pretty soon, but thanks for hanging out with us this morning. It was so good to see you. Sarah, what's your little one's name?
This is Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
Hi, Sophia. Hi. She started crawling yesterday.
Aw, your life is forever changed now.
Oh, yes.
Right? Yeah.
Just keep knocking down.
She's my workout buddy, this one.
Yeah. Oh, that's so awesome. All right, have a fabulous rest of your weekend, and I will get this recording up, and I will find the Danae one after and post it after.
Okay, thank
Okay?
you.
Bye.
Bye, ladies.
Okay, bye.